guys, welcome to my talk. In this video, I'm going to talk about AML. AML is Human Readable Data Serialization Language. Mainly, we can use it for the configurations purpose. So, we are going to look into that introduction to the AML, how to create AML file, and how to read AML file using the Python code, and how to write AML file using the Python code. So, let's discuss. And before that, there are so many data serialization formats we have it, like XML, common separated value, JSON, SOAP, fast info set, and Apache Parquet. There are many other data serialization formats we have it. The old abbreviation was yet another markup language, but now that name is got changed to that AML ain't markup language. It's not just AML is only markup language, it's also like data serializations. Initially it was meant for markup language, now it got changed. And file extensions of the AML is .yaml and .yml. Initial release was 11th May 2001. And difference between the JSON and AML, it's a mostly asked question. JSON is the best suited as a serialization format. It is much more explicit and strict than AML. And there are also some other differences. AML comments are denoted with hash. JSON comments are not allowed. And strings must be in double quotes in JSON. String quotes are optional, but it supports both single and double quotes. Root node can be any one of the valid data types. Root node must either be an array and an object in the JSON. The hierarchy is denoted by using the double space characters. Tab characters are not allowed in the AML, but in JSON, objects and arrays are denoted in braces and brackets. The most common data types used in AML are numbers, strings, null values, boolean, dates and timestamps, sequences, and nested values. Now, next question is where actually we use AML in projects. So, answer is very simple. The mostly we use this AML files into the configurations. Example like AML schema, Azure pipelines, Google Cloud, and AWS code pipelines, and etc. AML with Python. What are the libraries we can use it working with the AML when you're going for Python? PyAML, which is mostly used library, and there are other libraries are listed here. Now we are looking into the AML official website, aml.org. You see that the version number is mentioned here 1.2, that is latest, and AML abbreviation here, and what is AML and AML resources. And AML supports many programming languages. See that C++ and Java, and we have other Perl, PHP, Python, Ruby, Rust. Many of the languages the AML is supporting. And now if you look at that, currently we are focusing on the Python, and in their official documentation itself they have mentioned the PyAML, which is pure Python and library AML binding. So if I go and click this, and you will see the list of PyAML information here, so when it got released and everything. So before going to check that documentation, let's have a look into the first AML documentation. So I'm just going to click this AML 1.2 third edition. So when I go and click this, and you see that list of documentation here, you can see that table content here. So I'm going to click that first one is introduction. You see that here the goal of AML is easily readable by humans, and data is to be portable between the programming languages. It supports one pass processing, expressive, extensible, and many more. And if you little scroll down, they are given the some of the information like how to create a collections, how to create a structures, how to create a scalars, how to create a tags, and all this information is given. But anyway, I'm going to show you in shortly. So how these we can create with the ML file. And I'm just going back now and clicking on the Python supported library PyML. Just let's go to the documentation first. So to install this PyML, we have to use the command called pip install PyML, and there are rest are all is the programming. Anyway, I'm going to show you with the demo, then you will understand that how it works. Now I'm going to demonstrate the how to create ML page and also like how to read the ML page with the Python code and also how to write to ML file with Python code. So now I'm going to create a file here so that demo.ml. So we can give any names like configurations, any names which you are working in your project. So demo.ml file. So this is a YAML is the extensions, and also I can give another extension name is like demo.yml. So it will accept the both the files are different, but the concept is same only that both are represented for the ML only. So YML and YAML. So let's go with the first YAML. Here I am going to create a simple content. For example, to begin with this YML, it is actually human readable data, right? So here basically like we can use the hash for the comment section, say that this is ML demo, but I'm using other extensions for VS Code to highlight this. So I'm just giving the exclamatory, but generally it is not to use in the normal comment sections. Okay, so I'm just using this exclamator just highlight the color. And next one, how to start with this, right? So this ML file in another terminology we can call it as a stream. Okay, one ML file we can call it as stream, and another one is each stream can contains the stream can have multiple documents. So these documents are separated by um, three dashes, right? Three dashes. So let's begin with this actual part. So you can write the general names. Okay, for example, I'm writing my name Raja and 35, and the location is Bangalore, which I'm defining like this, right? So when I write this data, I don't see how to validate this ML file, right? Its question comes to you. Then how we can define it? So how to validate this data? I'm just copying this entire data and so validating from the internet website, that's amllint.com. So just you can click on go, and if you see this is coming in the green without any errors, that is successfully validated. And but it is very difficult every time I can go to this website. It is very difficult to go to this online and validating the file, but there are some extensions which is Microsoft VS Code is providing to us. And when you use the Visual Studio Code and go to this Visual Studio Code, you type something called okay, and AML. Okay, so AML validators or AML whatever you type, so you will get the two important things here. So docs AML, which is the validator, use schema validation and auto completion for the docs. When you install this docs AML, automatically this AML extension also will get installed. Now I will go to this demo.aml, and you see that there is a problems here, and so all the problems will be detected. I mean any errors or something which we can see it in this problems tab itself. So let me go and write some other data. So same data which I'm mentioning into the sequence. So for example, you can see that Raja which I've given. But when I have given the space here, when the value is provided to this name, then you will get at the end of the stream or the document separated is expected. So this is very useful. So if you want to validate the same, if you want to validate the same in the AML lint, so you just if you want to validate the same into the AML lint, okay, just I'm going to give this data and just click on this, and you see that the validation is same only, error. So instead of going to the website, okay, we can directly validate from the VS Code, and there are so many other ways we can do it. So I'm just mentioning the one of the useful way, like when you're working at offline, right? When I say Control S, you can see this is automatically get streamed out, right? So it's automatically uh, aligned in proper way, right? So okay, that is the use of the extensions. So let's get into that topic now. Same these values I can provide it with the key. So key and value. So age is 35 and city is here. It's a Bangalore, which I am defining it now. So simply like this. You can give uppercase letter also. One more important thing here, the strings can define without quotes. Okay, it is not mandatory. But if you want to specify that one into the quotes, we can mention the single quote. We can mention the that one into this double quotes. So single quote, double quotes, and even without quotes also accepted when there is a characters. This will be treated as uh, so especially as a, like a string. But when you want to specify this some text like this, okay, so you think like here there is a at the rate of symbol is there, right? So generally it's a symbol, right? If you tell to the AML treat it as a text, then we have to specify this one into the single quote or double quote, then only it will be considered as the like text, right? So that's something which we need to be careful when you are giving this like any symbols or like any special characters to the text. I mean single characters which you generally when you represent to the text, that's something which is an important. So moving ahead, let's look into the AML documentation and we'll get some idea. So I'm going to this their website link, and if you scroll down and you click on this introduction, and you little scroll down and you see that there is a concept called collections, and we have structures, we have scalars and tags, and more like a full length example whatever the concepts which is discussed there. And if you see that they're represented very nicely here, okay, the information models, we have the tags node, scalar mode, mapping node, sequence node. So many things they are mentioned here, these diagrams, so just have a look into it. First, let's get into the topic. So the sequence of scalars, the one which you are seeing here, Raja 35 Bangalore, this is a scalar data. Simply you are mentioning it, right? So now I want to make it, so mapping scalars to the scalar. So if you want to map scalar to scalar, this name is a scalar and we are mapping to the scalar. This is called like, okay, mapping scalar to the scalars. And also mapping scalars to the sequence, like for example, here I mentioned the city, okay, but I visited countries, okay, I'm just going to write it here. So countries, so I'm just mentioning the countries names here. So when I'm going to define the countries, multiple countries names which you visited, so you can see that there are some you are using the hyphen symbol. Let me go now, use this hyphen symbol, say that something like I visited the country like Singapore, and next one is the like Italy, right? And next one is the Poland, and you can say that France. So I'm writing this data, but there is this end of the stream or the document separated is expected, but this is giving like this. So in this case, this will be treated as a separate document. So that time you have to mention the three dashes here, so that error will get solved, right? So we have to, because this is a separate document which you are mentioning through, so definitely we have to give this one, the Singapore, Italy, Poland. This is, you can see that this is a mapping scalar to the sequences. That's where like so all this data we are mapping to the sequence. It's nothing but, so these are all scalar data. This entire thing is a scalars. This scalar data I'm mapping to the sequence. But this data which is a scalar to the scalar, and this data which is only scalar, right? This is a scalar to scalar mapping. This is scalars to the map, like one sequence object. Countries is a sequence object, and you are separated by the three dashes. But something is called it as a two documents. This is the document one. This is the document two in the same stream. Stream is nothing but ML file here, right? Hope you got it. So moving to the next one, and also like sequence of mappings, we can write this way. Okay, sequence of mapping. See, now this is the countries. Okay, I want to provide now. Okay, addresses, right? So I'm just going to put the addresses here. So what we can do, right? So define the multiple data. So this addresses, for example, primary address. So I will say that which is in the for example, Vizag, which I'm going to mention, and secondary address, which I'm going to mention, it is the okay. So when you're defining this, this is the second mapping which I'm taking up now. Okay, so let me take the second mapping. So now it's clear, right? So secondary is it. Now we can mention the name, your any name. So for example, Bangalore, which I'm mentioning true. So what will happen, right? This will be treated as the key value pair. We can say in other words, it's a mapping data. We are assigning to the scalar. So this scalar is assigned to the sequence. Okay, scalar is assigned to sequence. So that is something. Here the scale, here it's not scalar the below one, it's the mapping is assigned to the, so mapping data, mapping is assigned to the sequence. So countries is also sequence, address is also sequence, but we are giving here all the scalars. Okay, but this is something is called as a mapping. Of course, in the mapping, scalar to scalar. Okay, something we just mentioned like this. So I'm just making this Hamel terminology here. So trying to make you understand. So actually, I am giving an information with respect to the ML. Actually, I am referring to the ML terminology here, so too easy to understand. Okay. So this is a scalar. So you can see that this is a scalar. So you can mention it is a scalar, and you see that the documentation, so single document with two comments and mapping between the sequences and scalars. So like that different ways we can, there are different tags here, different symbols, different characters which they are defined it. So if you go to their documentation, which is very clear, but most of the times we give the descriptions are like some text. Okay, you see that the folded new lines are preserved for more intended, and blank lines if you are giving that's greater than, and the folded scalars new line becomes spaces and you can give the greater than. And also there is something called pipe symbol. The scalar content can be written in the block notation used in the literal style that's indicated by this pipe symbol, right? So which we can give it that. So what I mean to say that the documentation is very clear. I strongly recommend you to go and look at this. For example, now we see that there is a timestamps here which you want to mention. So I'm going to refer this timestamps here directly. So I don't see any error, right, in the problems. And also like if you want to define the some text like this, okay, so I'm going to mention this text simply. So I will just keep this one at the below, just you can mention. So this is also it works, right? So as simple as this will be treated as a separate document, right? If you want to make it, this is also like say that description or like my data. So whatever it is, you just mention it. So this works perfectly, right? So my data and this works. That's something like that when you are giving this. And if you want to give the pipe symbol also, we can give the pipe symbol. This works. So because these tags are mentioned here, like so indicating the pipe symbol. So what is the pipe symbol? Using the literal style indicating pipe symbol where all lines breaks are significant, right? So when you use this greater than symbol, which is where each line break is folded to the space unless it ends an empty or more intended line, right? That's something like that we can mention. Okay, sorry, right? Yeah. So this is a little about ML, but we are going to use the Python coding now. So how to read this and all. I'm going to create ML, but before that we need to install the ML. Use the command called pip3 install and Python. Since it is already installed in my system, it's giving a message requirement already satisfied. So I want to go and create a file here. Before that, let me close everything. So first of all, I am going to create a new file called like AML Python. So you can say that AML and Python. So let me write this. So I just created the AML underscore python.py to write the code. Um, I just created the aml underscore python.py. Let me start with this. To begin with this, we have the imported file. To begin with this, we need to import the aml library. And after that, let's look into the some functions under the AML. So when I go and type this AML, and there is so many functions. Most of the functions we talk about load all, and also like we have full load all. I will tell you the differences between the load and full load. And also we have the another functions which we can see here, add constructor and all these things. And there is a serialize and scan and safe load, safe dump, and these functions we have it. There is a compose all, and most importantly, if you want to dump the file, we have the dump all, and all these functions are available here. Okay, so let's get into the topic first, how to load my file. So first you need to load the file, so with open, and where my file it is ml, right? So I'm just going to use this. Okay, so let me use this time is a YML file, and we'll see the differences both. Okay, so I'm going to use this YML file. So I say that name and age and a location. So simply I'm just giving the scalar data and nothing. Just you can keep it now. So I want to read this file. So we can give this demo.yml file. I'm just copying the path, and you just provide the path here. So you need to mention the complete path. If you want, you can mention. I'm just giving the file name because both the files are in the same directory, right? Now I'm giving this alias name is called file and the colon, and after that what we can do now, the file dot, you see that okay, there is a functions here around. Okay, so how to bring the ml here? So I've given the alias name. Now I'm going to use this ml dot, and there is a load. So simply I'm going for the load function. We'll see the differences later with the other functions as well. So I'm just mentioning the file here, the file comma our file, we just mention it simple. So ml dot load, I am just giving this file which I loaded here. So I want to keep this information into the different variable. I can say that content or whatever the name which you want to refer it, right? Sorry, content. Now I want to print this content here. So let me go and first print content, and we'll see is there any issues with respect to this. Yeah, so name, age, location which we got, it got printed obviously, right? So this is what printed. So if you want to see the type of content here, you just mention the type of content, and because type is a function, built function from the Python, so it's giving the message called the string. So when you load the ml file into the Python, so by using the load function, so I'll get this string. Now this time I'm going to change the different function, saying that load all. Now I'm going to execute this code. So simply you see that this is called generator. So load function, which is actually returns the data in the form of the string, but the load all returns the data into the generators. So that's something which we need to think. But when I want to load this generator data, when I want to show this data to the end user, so how to print this generator data? So we can use the next function, and the next of, you need to call this every time this content, right? This is the generator. So I'm using the print function to print this data, and let's go and see now. See that name and age location is got printed, as simple as. So load all is the generators. Now this time I'm going to use the any other functions we can mention here. There is something called, when sometimes we don't know when you are loading the data, sometimes will be a little issues. The time we are going to use the safe load. So safe load. Now I'm going to execute this code. Definitely you will get an exception because load function treated as a string. Strings cannot be used with the next functions. I'm just going to remove this next, and now I'm going to execute this command. Now you can see we got it. But I'm going to use the safe underscore load underscore all. This is something like if I'm going to execute this, of course you will see the generators. If you want to print the generators, you can use the next function. Obviously now you can go and execute this name and age location count. So the difference between the load and safe load is So we don't know like to trust the content. So sometimes it's maybe risk when you're reading the data from the different sources. Better to always go for the safe load and safe load all functions, right? So that's about the little load, how to read the AML data. Okay. So and also, for example, I'm just giving the instead of demo.yml, if you give the YAML, it won't recognize. If I go and execute this code, obviously so see demo.yml already I have it here, right? Both the names is there, but I am able to read it via YAML data. But if you are giving the, if for example demo dot, here I am giving the demo, right now here both the files are same. But what if I am not having the files? For example, I am creating your test.yml. So I'm just giving this. If you go to now, okay, here I'll let me input some data. So name and the same information, age and location, and just giving. So that right now, if you go to the ML, here I am typing the test. So the YAML file test is not found because, as I said earlier, test YML and test YAML both are different file. It will be treated like that. So now you can go and execute this work. So that's something which you need to keep in your mind. Totally, we have three files: demo. I mean, which are different file extensions, and test YML. So in this code demo.yml, if we go and execute this code, you can see that this is a generator because load all will take the generators. But if I remove this, if I go and execute this code, and you see that there is an error because so it is expected single document in the stream, right? So when you're using the direct multiple documents, if you want to load, you can see that there is a safe load which is not accepting. So what I can do, right, load all function which I'm going to take and execute this code, and this is working because in the demo.yml we have two documents here. This is one document, this is another document. So better always you so there is a two documents here, right, separated by the three dashes. So here generally we use the load all function to load multiple data. So that time we can use this. And if you don't want to use the next function here directly, if you want to use the content, okay, just there is an error. Okay, now I'm going to remove this parenthesis. See that there is a generator, right? So obviously this type is also generator load all. So we always use the, so next function which is user to retrieve the generator object. Now I'm going to create a new file. There I will dump the ML data. So let me take simple data. So that is my data colon, and here it is like a dictionary. So we can mention that's my data. So let me take my data. So that's something like here you can see this person's and name Raja, age, and 45 location, and name John age. So basically there is a two persons informations. Then I can use the command file to open, and I'm opening the new file here. So my data.ml, and ml has, there is a function name is called dump all or safe dump. We can use those functions, and you pass the person's information here, and the name file name here file2. Now I'm going to execute this code, and you see that there is a new file which is created here, the same data which I mentioned. So it's very simple, right? So the persons, it is in the form of list contains the dictionaries, and moreover you observed or not in this my data, though it is treated as these are the two different dictionaries. Sorry, this treated, yeah, of course these are the two dictionaries, and this treated as a two different documents here. That's something which is created, and there are a lot of things we can do with this ML Python codes, but I'm going to use this into the upcoming sessions when we are talking about the deployments into the AWS, Azure and all. So that time we can discuss more onto this. Just I'm giving an idea how we can understand this ML, but we are going to use this ML into the data science and AI projects when you are deploying the models using these configurations and everything. Okay, thank you so much for watching this.